Okay, y'all. I had no idea that this place really exists outside of the movie, The Field of Dreams, that I remember seeing as a preteen. I thought it was just a movie set, and then when the movie ended, the set was broken down, and you move on with life. I found out today on an Instagram post. I can't remember the name of the young lady right now. I'm going to look it up because I do want to give her credit. It was a couple that I just loved their energy. So I'm following them because their videos are just always really, really good vibes. Um, Gabe Flowers, that's her name. Gabe Flowers. So a husband and wife side, and they do cute things. So she did a post, or they did a post, I guess they're on vacation, and all it showed was them, the children, and in the background it says, "If you build it." And I was like, and then I said I think the caption said something about, "Do you recognize the quote, or do you remember this quote?" And I'm looking in the comments and I see other people put up Field of Dreams. I'm like, yes. So I didn't have to respond because other people already did. But what I did respond in the comments was that I can't believe that this place really exists, right? Because I remember the movie, as I said, Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. And I remember seeing it. Is one of the movies when I immigrated to Canada. I would always remember that movie because I remembered I had just moved to Canada when I saw that movie, and it just edged in my mind being your own cheerleader, perseverance, being obedient to that voice, right? Don't think you're cray cray, don't think you're losing it. Listen to the voice, listen to the voices. They're not, spooky. There are the voices of your ancestors, those that passed off before. There's a DNA coding, it just doesn't cut, right? And then there's that voice, that inner voice called intuition, that is your connection between you and the Most High, that many in the West would like to make you be fearful of it, or it's some superstitious thing to stay away from. But that's your connection. That is your outside of the touch, feel, senses, that many want you to believe that's all that there is. If you don't touch it, if you don't see it, if you don't smell it, it doesn't exist. No, that's a lie, and we all know that. That's another life. Because everything that we see, everything that we exist in, everything that you are right now in being, touching, living, it came from somebody's mind, someone's thoughts. So you could only touch something because someone thought it and made it. So the touch, the feel, the smell, you can only smell something as a result of somebody creating, burning, perfume, something. I, it was someone's thought, and then they created it. Even if it's nature, nature was thought of by the creator, and it has all the scents that we smell. It's like the layers of that statement is so fragile. That's why so many people are doing everything possible to shut it down from you stopping to critically analyze the truth of that life and reality is only what you touch, feel, and see and smell, and that's it. And they forget to want you to critically think, or they want you to forget to critically think, that you can only touch, smell, see, taste, and all of that from someone's creating, or from creation that came in a thought and then it was executed. But anyhow, this place is real. I didn't believe it was real. I found it was real today. She responded back, "Thank you so much, Glade Flowers." And she told me exactly where it was. So I Googled it and I was like, oh my gosh, this place is real. The movie, it meant so much to me and my preteen development in being my own cheerleader. The Field of Dreams, starring Kevin Costner, if you build it, they would come. That cliche, that motto, the essence of that movie has been one that has been fueling my beliefs, that has kept me going, never giving up on me, always betting on me. So, Mirror Work Conversations with Lady O podcast, episode 3 that we just did, that spoke about self care and gratitude as intricate partners in the exiting process of anything that is toxic, narcissistic relationship, traumatic experiences. So I am very grateful to piggyback on episode 3 about gratitude and just going through your gratitude list of things on your journeys, not so focusing on all of the negative, and being grateful for some the positives that were in the negatives, because it can't all be negative, right? So I'm grateful for the timing of this movie, The Field of Dreams, at a very developmental stage of my life. As a 12-year-old who immigrated to this country called Canada, leaving many traumas, toxic experiences, and negative environments behind to start another lifetime of additional ones. And through those new toxic relationships and environments and narcissistic relationships, this motto, if you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams, believing that there is, even if you don't see it, believing that there is. It has definitely fueled me. And as a mirror work coach, I get to help mothers and women to believe as well that if they build it, what is the it? The it is the environment that they desire, that I know I deserved to be in it. I deserved it. Whatever that it is that you want to paint the image of what your finances would look like, your health would look like, your relationship would look like, that loved one would look like, that partner, that husband, that wife would look like. The it, what is the it in your spiritual walk? What would that mirror image of that it looks like? How intuitive would you be? How connected to the Most High would you be? Like that it. What would that mirror image of each of those envelopes, each of those quadrants, each of those areas of the human experience, what would the it looks like? And you have to roll up your sleeves and you have to build it. You have to get to building it. It just would not happen. You have to be intentional of building the it. And they will come. What's the they? Who's the they? The right people will come. The right team will come. The right partner will come. The right business partner will come. The right personal relationships will come. The they. You have to be intentional of building it. And it starts with you. You have to build you to attract the they, because you could only attract what you are. And if you are residue or residual of traumatic experiences as a result of the people, places, that you were around as a child and you had no control, and as a result of those vomiting and spewing on you, you now have formed beliefs and traumas and isms yourself. You have to roll up your sleeves and get in it. You have to get it. You have to build it. You have to do the dirty work of building it, cleaning off that mirror, putting the pieces back to that mirror, making that mirror image no longer distorted, but exactly crystal clear, very focused. When you look in that mirror, the image is very clear. So now you have to do the hard work of building the it. And the it is first you. Building you. Building you to the mirror image of what you were intentionally created to be a mirror image of. You were intentionally created to be a mirror image of love, curiosity, trust, joy, laughter. Did I say curiosity again? Right? Listen, your laughter is supposed to be so authentic and so like genuine. It just dumbfounds everything that is very shocked when it hears you still laughing so authentically. Why? Because you're building the it. You are getting to the hard work of building the it. The hard work that your parents' didn't do, either too scared to do, too lazy to do. Let's call it as it is. Too much being followers to do, too brainwashed to do from all the lies that's been handed down. Too inconvenient. It was an inconvenience to actually do the work and to make the changes. It wasn't serving their purpose. It wasn't a benefit to them to change, being of the world and in the world, and it was serving them. They didn't care about the ripple effect of who's to come after. So now you have to do the dirty work and the heavy lifting. And the question you have to ask yourself, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it? When you look at the image that you desire, is all the heavy lifting right now from your predecessors worth it? Hell to the yeah. And listen, I could hear someone say, but what if you keep doing it? And what if you die before you even see it? Listen, I remembered when I got diagnosed with cancer. At a time where that was the last thing anybody would be wanting. Like, obviously, that diagnosis is not what anybody would want. The timing of mine, though, trust and believe. It was like, are you for real, for real? Like, you're going to send this now. Like, I don't got any of the other thing being thrown at me at this point. No life-altering, traumatic stuff is already happening. We're going to just sprinkle another one on top of there? Of course, right? Boy, let me tell you, when that diagnosis was added on to the other crap that was happening, my God, I had to be like, okay, what the hey? And I had to be like, okay, I gotta do the heavy lifting. Because I went through my why me, I went through my Job moment. Every sequence of the Job's phenomenon, the Job story, the sequence of the hurt, the shock, the anger, the fear, the shame, the blame, the questioning, the whispering in your ears from your friends that you would think would be there, even from the loved ones. I would say, why even bother do this whole thing of being moral and being integral. Why not just like throw that to the wind? Because look at what all that got you. Why don't you just, as Job's wife said, curse God and just listen, just go about your business and just cuss God and die, and at least you die on your own terms, right? You're not just gonna die hoping and holding on to a belief system that look what it did to you. And like Job, I had to turn to all friends and close ones and say, you know what? Boy, the Creator gives and the Creator takes. And if the Creator takes, there is a reason. And at the end of my life, the words out of my mouth is going to be words of giving the Creator praise for the time that I was here to kick the ass that I did while I was here. And I made a statement then, of many, many statements I made in my dialogue with the its of the experiences are being thrown at me. And I said, the author and the finisher of my book is not you. And I was speaking to the energies that was just collaborating together. The allies that were just coming together in all energies. The legion that was just forming. And I said, listen, Alia, Onodo, Alia there, you folks, you people, you energies, you demons, all you don't cross the T's and dot the I's in my story, in my journal, in my book. The author, the beginning and the end, the author and the finisher of my book ain't all you there. It's not all you who's going to finish how my story ends. Listen, I got militant, even talking now, I can go back to that moment. Listen, you talk about righteous anger and passion. People's like, oh, you sound angry. I'm like, listen, you guys, many of you have not face to face conversated with the enemy. Like you have not had a spiritual or physical face to face with demons and energies that come to kill, steal, and destroy you. And they manifest themselves right in front of you. You've never had to stand and watch it and just say, oh, who do you think you are? And you just back it up. And it shakes and trembles when you stand in the authority. That is why it will throw everything at you. Because when it sees that you know and you could tap into yours, it knows that we can't have that rinse and repeat to others. Because then we done. It's like the legion that say, yo, fling us into the pigs over there, sir. Because the more of you, like they say, you know what? Just leave us alone. Don't send us back. Just fling us over there. So it prefer to get 1, 2, 3 out of the way. Because they know if they keep and if they allow, you're going to rinse and repeat. And a whole army of, the whole army, them can't, let's say one put 1,000, 2. Yo, could you imagine? It doesn't want that. But it has no, the thing about it, the inverted side of the it, has no control over its ending. It cannot alter its ending. And its ending is when the human being awakens to who it really is. When the human being is awakened, when the human is waking to who it is being, it would see that what it is being is not the mirror image of what it was designed and designated to be. And it, the human, would desire to truly do a reset and build it back up to the mirror image it was designed to be. Mirror coaching is a deep, listen, it's not for everybody. And that is why I'm very selective. It is not for everybody. It is not for everybody. And that is why I said in episode 3, go listen to the entire podcast, who my clients are. And I select my clients, not because you say no, because my type of coaching is not for everyone. Because what I had to go through, not everybody could have gone through. And I said very, very, very grateful the fact that I went through it. Because while I was going through it, I didn't know. I was like, what the hell? What? I was like, what's going on? What? Listen. My type of coaching is not for everybody. And everybody is not for mirror working because you're not ready yet. Many of you are not ready. Many. It's few. Few and far in between is truly ready. So I'm very selective. And those that has crossed my path and have gotten some free coaching and some free touches, they'll tell you, those that has come across me, they'll tell you, and trust me, it's few and far in between that could stand in front of their mirror and go through my mirror work coaching. Very, very few. There's been, as I said, many who has come across, many who has crossed paths, many who have quote unquote sampled it, and I laugh because the stories is funny. The stories is hilarious, trust me. So for many of you that might want to know more about mirror coaching and my testimonies and all of that stuff, if you go on Hope Wellness info / I think it's the member info, go down there, you see different packages, and there's a link that says Grace and Ease Mirror Coaching. Grace and Ease is my coaching company. Here in Canada, it is registered. A lot of people think that, like, you just kind of shake your head. And it's offline because I'm doing it exclusively. Grace and Ease, mirror work coaching and heart management coaching has teamed up with Hope Wellness Info. So the collaboration is exclusive. As a result of, we know we're in a very pressing time and we don't have time to waste, and we're here for the serious ones. So we're on a mission. Hope Wellness Info has its own mission. Grace and Ease Coaching has its own mission, and their missions complement each other. And so we're focusing very, very, very laser focusing. But when you click there, as I say, you'll see the video. The site is offline, but before the site came offline, a recording of the site was done. And I think in there's a timestamp for different pages and stuff, and there's a page there for the testimonies of individuals, CEOs, leaders that has come across me, has spent some time in my space, and it's there. So back to Field of Dreams. I'm very, very grateful that I crossed paths with that post from Gabe Flowers, that made me come to the awareness that this is not just a movie that came and went. It is still here. So now that I know that this place really exists and not just in a movie that has come and gone, trust and believe that it is on my list of places to visit as soon as Canadians get their act together and return Canada to a country free from fear of and from the frog being boiled alive, quote unquote, way of oppressive government that's occurring as a result of or you will say via as a result of fear, abuse of trust, blind trust, and the suspension of critical thinking. So when Canadians get their act together and they really look in the mirror and come out of being afraid of just admitting that, yeah, you got hustled. Pride, they say, comes before a fall, and we have a lot of prideful Canadians that do not want to admit, so they're holding on to being wrong for dear life, and there's a strong fall coming, and they might not feel it because they're so wrong in their arrogance of being wrong. Their children is gonna feel it, and the children is gonna want to know, how did we allow this happen? It's like, and it's gonna be, no, it's not we, it's your ancestors who were so prideful they refused to want to look in the mirror to see that they were gaslighted, they were hoodwinked, they were hustled by boyish smiles and nice colorful socks, and fear and division being used to divide and conquer Canadians. So they allowed it to happen on their watch. So when Canadians do get their act together and we are no longer under that nonsense, and we build the it is for Canada to be free again. And I mean totally free. People are like, oh, we're free. No, stop it. Come on, stop. Stop, frog. Come on, frog. You're getting boiled in your water. This ain't free. This ain't the 2019 free. So stop it. Okay? Stop. So when we return to being a nation where we can freely come and go because no man is telling us that we can't come and go without putting something into our bodies, that thing that has resulted in injury, and they've now admitted it's never going to give you a flattening of the curve. There's no flattening of the curve because there's always something that's new popping up, right? There's something new popping up. The curve just seems the curve seems not to be able to go flatline, right? So when Canadians can wake up and see that this is a roller coaster of lies and deception and abuse of trust and abuse of power, I will be doing a 3-night stay here. I will definitely have an event at this location. And not just any event. I'm going to have a life confirming moment event that symbolizes that dreams can and do come true when you build with obedience, perseverance, and action at your side. You're going to remember I said that this is going to be a place that I am going to visit. It talks here about home tours, right? You can do a tour there, concession stand, home rental. Listen, I am going to experience this. Trust me, I am going to experience this. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing's a coincidence. The Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner's always, listen, if you build it, they will come. It's, I've said it throughout many different videos. Some, like I've said it, I've just dropped it because it's like, it just resonated with me. And then to now see it today of all days, and then it has here an event center. That's why I said I'm gonna have an event here. Here they have for weddings. It's an excellent facility. Trust me, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Watch the joke. Listen, this is on my list of new life experiences. And I was talking about self-care for children when I was talking to mothers, reminding them or encouraging them to ensure that they create new memories for the mental filing cabinet of their child, especially, right? Those children that are exposed to these toxic environments and people. For the mothers that are coming out, I did a post a couple days back about self-care and children, and that children do need self-care as well. Just going out and being with nature or keeping them close to their passions, they need self-care. This Field of Dreams is going to be one of my new memories that I'm going to create. Trust me. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like a 360, they say, because a 180 is the complete opposite, right? But it's going to be a 360 where I remembered watching this video as a preteen coming to this country, and I'm going to come right back to it, and I'm going to be coming to it in a way of my field of dreams. Because I have a dream. I have dreams. I have a pasture, not a pastor, a pasture of fields of dreams. I have a pasture of dreams. And my pasture could be like field. It's going to be a big field. But you know, you talk about the pasture where the cows are and they go grazing. Yeah. So a field of dreams. I have a field of dreams. And one of my dreams is going to come true right at this location. And it's going to be so magical. So thank you, Bayflowers, for documenting your family trip and posting it. And I'm so happy I resonated with your page, with your energy, with your relationship. It's just so, like, go over to her page. It's just so, I don't know, every time I see them, it's just like, you know, you just say, yeah, dreams do come true. Happiness is possible. I know there's no perfect, you know, like we see what they're wanting us to see, and they show us that, you know what, hey, it is possible. It is possible. So I'm very, very grateful, gratitude, very grateful that Gabe Flowers shared their moment, and their moment was here. And out of all the places, listen, it resonated with me because I remembered this is like, you know, you have that childhood memory that when you see something or you smell something, if you smell a scent, it brings you back to a moment of a childhood. Sometimes it's a traumatic remembrance depending on the smell and what it associated with, and that is why we do the mirror work. So when those situations and scenarios do pop up, you are standing strong on it and it's not triggering you. And you are going to remember some nice, beautiful, wholesome smells where not all scents are negative. So similar to scents, visuals also bring you back. And I remember, as I said, I saw this and it's brought me back to that moment. And Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams, man, that movie's powerful movie, powerful, powerful movie. So I just had to document this because I am making sure that I capture this moment. And as a result of being a woman of my word, trust me, I put it out into the atmosphere. It is going to happen. It will happen. And as a result of me having this moment, Canada is going to get its act together because I don't know about all y'all, all of your different field of dreams, but I need to get there. I need to get there without any stress. It needs to be a free flowing leaving and a free flowing returning. Or it could just be a free flowing leaving and from there I go somewhere else. I don't know. But all I know, it is here. It came into my space for such a time as this. So I desire to be there. And for me to be there without any drama, things have to shift here. Many things personally have to shift, professionally has to shift, and also governmentally has to shift. So I just gave y'all notice. When I say y'all, I'm talking spiritual. I'm talking spiritual. I gave those 3 levels notice. Personal, professional, and governmental. They all are governed by energy. So I just give y'all, so I gave all of you 3 levels notice. Let's get some stuff going. All right, so this is Lady O. Go check out episode 3, gratitude, self-care, how they complement each other, how they're intricate. And you get to hear a little bit more about mirror work coaching on that episode as well. All right, this is Lady O. Stay in action with faith and possibility. Walk in and protect your light. Your purpose will find you. Say what you mean and live like you mean what you say. Go check out hopewellness.info. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember, all things health, all things wellness, all things informational. Bye-bye.